Welcome to Tales from the Skeletour, a For the Love of Ghost podcast series. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Tales from the Skeletour with me, Mama E, and my Elfie.
With me, Natalie, and my birdie.
I will just quickly remind you, or if this is the first episode you've ever seen of Tales from the Skeletor, what we have is our lovely guest who's been to a ritual now. And then we do two spin wheels. Natalie has a spin wheel and I have a spin wheel. Questions, so we don't even know what we're going to be asking. But let us get our guest to introduce themselves and say whether they were a ritual virgin before this or not. And we'll go from there.
Hi everyone, I'm Carrie and I was a ritual virgin. I saw my first concert in Toronto and I decided that wasn't enough, so we flew across the country to see the Vancouver show as well.
That's so cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love it.
We know how that feels about the yes, we now need to go and see another one right now.
Yes, immediately. You're like, when's the next one? Can I fit it in? Just get there, can we?
Yeah.
So today I am lucky enough to have the first spin of the wheel. Let's make sure the volume is down. We do not. It makes noises otherwise, and we don't need that. First question. Were there any cool crowd interactions before, during, or after the rituals?
For the Toronto one, not so much. We kind of just got there in time to get some merch and get to our seats. But for the Vancouver one, absolutely. We got there. We did VIP in Vancouver, so we got there a bit earlier. And it was actually Valentine's Day. So my husband and I went, and my brother met us there. He lives in Edmonton, so he flew in for it. It was his first ritual. And we decided to get a bunch of packages of Valentine's Day cards, and we could do them up and hand them out to everybody. So it was so fun. It just made everyone's night, just getting Valentines from strangers. So we were able to chat with a bunch of people, and we were giving them out to everybody, the Yonder Pouch people, the security, the concession staff, people waiting in line, like the fans for merch or food, people in our section. It was really fun. Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. And we were able to also do some trading. Like my brother had brought a couple extra rings that he had gotten that were too small. So he was giving them out to people in costume, bracelets. I made a bunch of bracelets on the very long flight out there. So I was giving them away. And I was able to get there was a lady making crochet rats. And you can wear it on your arm as a little bracelet.
Oh, that's so cute.
We also got keychains, like just, people using their 3D printers and coming up with all these really creative things. And just stickers. Yeah, it was wonderful. We got to talk to so many people and just see so many people in cosplay. It was really fun.
I love all those interactions. That's such a cool thing to do. Valentine's Day. That's the day to go.
I like that.
Yeah. Best Valentine's Day ever.
Yeah.
I bet.
Love your husband. Papa's here.
Yes.
Yeah. I did have to check in with him. I was like, I'm sorry if you're remembering one that was better in the last 25 years we've been together, but I'm saying that this is the best.
Best, yeah.
Well, one crowd question leads on to another one. So were there any moments in the ritual where the crowd actually felt part of the show to you, like visually?
Definitely my favorite part of the show is year zero, because there's so much crowd interaction with the chanting and the calling back and then just joining in. So anytime during a song where the crowd gets to participate, I love that. Although he did have to help us out with the Satan's Prayer.
Satan's Prayer, yeah, I've heard a lot about Satan's Prayer. No one knew the words.
Yeah, he has to remind everybody. He kind of talks through what they're supposed to be saying. But
okay.
Yeah. And just where we were seated in the VIP section, I mean, everyone stood the entire time. So it just felt like you were really close to the pits. You could feel that energy of everybody so excited. And, so it did kind of feel like everyone was just part of it,
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I do. I've been to numerous gigs in my time, but I don't think anyone quite beats Ghost at making you feel like you're part of it or included. Even when you're further back, you Natalie, you did a few seated ones, and even my very first Impero, you really feel like part of it. It's bizarre.
Yeah, and I love I love the call and response between the band and the
Yes.
crowd as well.
And then the ghouls make everybody feel like they're being a part of it too, because if it's not Papa interacting with you, the ghouls are running around the stage and getting everybody riled up and getting them kind of bringing the energy up even more. And that's really cool.
Yeah.
I love when they're running around the stage. My brain starts playing Benny Hill.
Yes. We were next to Phantom, and he was just constantly at our side trying to get us going. And, you know, just when you think you need a break from all the cheering and clapping, he's like, no, keep going.
Yeah. Like, what are you doing? Louder,
Yeah.
louder. Yeah, he's the head tilts as well when people aren't quite controlling. You're like, okay, I'm so sorry. Now, this is a silly question because I think we already know the answer. Would you recommend the rituals?
Obviously, absolutely. Yeah. And going more than once, like, because there's so much to take in. You can't see it all the first time. The first concert, I was glad that we were sat kind of across the arena so I could take in both screens, and then the back screen of all of the decorations, all of the props, and then see everything from that viewpoint. Because then when I was VIP, I was on the side. Because there's just so much to look at. And even 2 concerts in, I'm sure there's going to be things that I get to see when this movie comes out, the concert movie at some point.
Yes.
Can't wait.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, good point. Yeah, because my angle was always very up close. I didn't get to do the overview, so that's gonna be.
Yeah, I was again quite lucky in that respect. That my first ritual, I was up sort of in the seats looking down at the stage, and I couldn't see as much of the backdrop as G could, because she was in the pit for hers. Then obviously my second show, we were barricade, and you're kind of like this for the whole show.
Right.
They're just there.
Yeah, but then sort of, and then we were barricade in Sweden, but I think Birmingham we were a little bit further back. We were about 4 or 5 rows back, so we could see more of what was going on. So yeah, and we were on different sides of the stage at each ritual. So
you see stuff and you go, oh my God, did that happen the first time? And someone's going, yeah, that was there. Oh, I didn't see that. I didn't see that. It's like,
and he also started switching up the songs too, so you had a chance of seeing different set lists.
Yeah.
It just worked out that I ended up seeing the exact same set list for Toronto and Vancouver, but I was happy with it. It was fine.
Yeah, I got Call Me Little Sunshine and I got Majesty. We were lucky.
Yeah, we were lucky. Yeah, and we got Spirit and. Was it Faith they switched out as well?
I was about to say Faith. Faith is what went in my mind. Sorry if we're wrong, but I think you're right.
Yeah.
I got Call Me Little Sunshine, From the Pinnacle to the Pit. We got Paraspora, and then Satan Prayer.
Oh my God. I'm so jealous that you got Paraspora. Oh my God, I love that song.
Yeah. I was hoping for Ritual. I was hoping to hear Ritual live on one of them, but I was fine with, whatever he wants to sing to me. I'll listen to whatever Papa sings.
Just sit there and sing the whole thing.
Did we get Ritual?
I think we got.
Hang on, I'm just pulling because I know I've got
Ritual. I think
the
we did.
Pokemon.
I don't know now.
Hang on, I'm just going to go and pull my handwritten set list.
Know,
yes, we did. We did.
We did get Ritual. Sorry, I just watched Right Here, Right Now recently to reset my nervous system after a stressful week. So I've got that blooming playlist in my head now.
So we got, looking at Manchester, we got Spirit, Pinnacle, and Majesty in a block. And then they did Satanized, then Ritual, then Umbra. So we got 2 new ones. Got Ritual sandwiched in between 2 new ones later on in the set. But yeah,
it's just every Majesty and Comic when he's in this little thing, it just looks like an angry toddler.
I'm just looking at this, going,
it just looks like
why have I written goat? Oh,
Hiss the Go-Goat?
Go-Goat. Yeah.
Why have I written goat?
Why have I written
or just greatest of all time?
Greatest of all time.
Why have I written goat?
I still laugh though when he's in that thing and he can only do little tiny arm movements. He just looks like an angry toddler.
But he's cute angry toddler though.
Cute angry toddler, yeah. Just needed a nap.
I'm assuming that you were VIP, so you got some excellent pieces of merch. But what was your favourite piece of merch that you either saw at the stands or that you got?
I'm glad that I was able to pick up the tricolor vinyl. Yeah, the limited edition. So my brother got it for himself, and I was able to pick one up for one of the friends that we went to the Toronto ritual with, because unfortunately he had intended to buy it, and that's what was posted up on the merch stand.
Mm.
But when he got home and checked the album, it was the wrong one. It was
No.
it was the original Skeletour exclusive. I think they call it Poltergeist. It's white with like some black, look like a marble look.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was really disappointing. So apparently there's a little sticker on the back you got to look at to make sure it says tricolor. So when we went to the Vancouver ritual, I was able to get one, confirm. I even opened it right then and there to make sure. So
Oh, fantastic.
when we go to Ottawa, because that's where they're from, in the summer for another concert, we're just going to switch. And I told him I'd take the one that was the, the
Oh, that's
whoopsie.
nice. Yeah,
And then, yeah.
I'm sure it's still a lovely vinyl, but when it's not the one you specifically wanted, it's just like that.
Yeah.
And you're not the only person that happened to. I saw that a few times on Reddit, people going, I wanted the tricolor and this is the one I got. What do I do? Do I contact Loma Vista?
Yeah.
What do I do? And I'm like, I don't think there is anything you can do.
Right. Yeah. And then I guess tied to that would be I was able to get the Toronto exclusive from Aaron Lee.
That is very cool. We love an Aaron Lee. That is a
So,
really good one as well. Oh.
Yeah. This one, I actually have a little funny story about this. People online were wondering if there was going to be a Toronto exclusive because we had gotten a Montreal one the night before, and they were online, and some of the people I follow were saying, "Oh, I hope we get one." And then I happened to get the app for the arena where we were going for the Toronto show, and they offer merchandise ahead of time that you can purchase, so you can kind of pre-order and then just go get your stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea.
So we kept checking, me and my friend kept checking to see if they had anything posted. And then sure enough, eventually they did, and they put it on as a preview. And I was scrolling through and it said Toronto exclusive tee. It was very kind of grayed out, but I could tell by it that it looked like one of Aaron's pieces. So then I, of course, go right to Instagram and start saying like, hey, it's available for preview. Go check it out. We're getting one. And everyone started hearting it. And I didn't think anything of it. And then we went off to lunch, and then I got a notice that someone replied to my message, none other than Aaron Lee himself.
Yay!
At first, I wasn't sure if I was in trouble or not because all he said was, seriously? I was like, uh-oh, was I not supposed to say
No,
anything?
he can be quite critical about art sometimes, that man.
And I was like, oh no, did I let the cat into the bag and I wasn't supposed to say anything? So then I just responded back to him and just said like, oh yeah, it is up for preview on the app and it came out like earlier this afternoon. And then he wrote back and said, oh, that's interesting. Thanks for letting everyone know. So I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, he wouldn't mind. He was probably he's very critical sometimes of his own artwork. Like, you're like, oh, this bit's amazing. He's like, it's not really. Like, what? It's fantastic.
And I love his artwork, so I just didn't want, I was joking with my friends. I'm like, I think I'm in trouble with the artist, but I haven't even met him yet.
No, he's a sweetheart.
Oh,
we love Aaron.
I saw your podcast with him. He's lovely.
Oh, he's so easy to get to. So easy.
I love all of the pieces that he's done for the tour.
Yeah. I'm now trying to get all of his old, like the Impera shirts that he did as well. I've got a couple now. I'm still on the hunt for more.
Always more. But yeah, we're hoping he'll come back on as well to the other series, the Ministry of Creativity that we do, so he can chat about like other stuff he does or how he got.
And that the last one that he did for the last concert on this tour was so good.
Mm-hmm. And it meant the one that, because you can flip it, can't you? And not flip it, it's flipped. It's the opposite way to what Copia's one is.
Yes.
So they line up. I was like, Nat, I think you were the one who'd written it, and I think I'd said similar. Was like, can we just have it like that, please?
Can we have it as a print, please?
Please, I just want that as it is with the two of them together with the twins.
Yes,
awesome. It's very cool. So my next question, I suppose it goes along with everything we've already been saying anyway, but what would you like to tell someone who's never been to a ghost ritual before?
Oh, I would basically just say go. First and foremost. Because between the music, the lyrics, the costuming, the production, the staging, the lighting, there's going to be something that you're going to enjoy. And it's just a good concert. It's just a good show, even if you're not specifically a Ghost fan, or you may never have heard of them, or may not listen to them afterwards, it's still a really good, enjoyable night.
Yeah.
My brother made it so that he was actually experiencing everything for the first time. He decided not to listen to anything. I was the opposite.
Wow.
I love learning how everything's made. I was doing deep dives. I was learning everything about the band. But he decided no, he only heard one song. I think he heard Lacrima, and he heard a couple of seconds of Square Hammer, and he just wanted to experience everything fresh and not know anything else. And he loved it. He loved being able to just see it for the first time live, all those songs. And now he's going to start doing like kind of a deep dive. We watched Right Here, Right Now together just because I wanted to show him, the previous eras.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that, I mean, they're a fantastic band. So it's just great music.
Yeah. It's the whole experience. Like, that's so cool though, to go and not, oh wow.
To go in completely blind. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's so cool.
He didn't know when the sets were going to change. He didn't know about everything crashing with Year Zero. So he kind of he jumped and he screamed because he had no idea it was coming. Like he didn't know when the fire was happening, when the fireworks were going, when the confetti cannon. So everything was just fresh. And of course, my husband and I kept looking and because we were waiting for him to react.
What are you going to do? We know what's going to happen. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
That's kind of like what I did with my son as well, because my son was with me for the London Ritual. With us for the London Ritual. And of course I'd seen it a couple of nights before in Manchester, and he'd not seen this show before. It was only the second or third night of the tour anyway, so there were very few spoilers out there, but I was kind of half watching the stage, half watching him to see what was going on. So obviously he was a Ghost fan, so he knew what he was getting into music wise, but show wise, he was completely clueless.
The only thing my husband did was he paid attention. He said, hey, check out the background. Look at that stained glass. It's pretty cool, huh? Just because he wanted my brother to at least be prepared to notice that something's going to change.
It's going to go.
Yeah.
Because that first night, I think there was a bit of a gasp through the audience of, was that meant to happen? Oh my God. Oh, it's part of it. It's part of it. Yeah. And when the crucifix moved the first time, again, there was a whole lot of, oh my God, that thing's huge. Why is it? Oh no, it's meant to move. It's okay.
It's not falling.
Not about to fall on us.
That was like when I went to see Iron Maiden a few years ago, and they had an almost full size Spitfire hanging above the stage.
Oh wow!
And then it started to move, and we were all like,
"You're like, uh-oh."
But it was supposed to. We were like, oh, okay. Oh, thank God for that. The giant Spitfire bomber hanging over the stage. It was immense.
That's cool.
I get that whole sort of feeling of, oh, is that supposed to happen? So, talking of things that stood out, was there any particular ghoul or ghoulette that stood out to you?
Well, definitely Phantom, because the energy and just the constant pumping up the fans and our section. And then we were I don't know the ghoulette names, but there was a ghoulette who was the backup singer, and then there was another ghoulette who was on keyboards. So it was kind of who we were next to.
So I think the keyboard ghoulette is Gabriella Gunn.
Okay.
Not sure what her ghoulette name is. Someone will tell me. But
there was numerous ones being sort of.
And then we've got the ghoulette that came on board during the last cycle is Aurora, and she's the one that's on her own on the plane.
Okay.
Is she the one that Papa described as the loudest and most feisty?
Yes, she is. She's Cowbell Ghoulette. Yes.
And then who's the other ghoulette? There's another one that does.
That's Laura Scarborough. She comes out to do is it? I want to say it's Sunshine, but I don't know that it is.
No, I don't think she's no. Oh, I'm really bad.
But they were really engaging with the crowd too. And whoever the singer was, the backup singer was on our side, she kept coming over and just kind of singing towards us and kind of getting us going and encouraging us. And so basically all the ghouls that were on our side were just constantly, pumping up the crowd and trying to keep the energy up.
Yes.
And then every once in a while, of course, Papa would come over. And then, of course, we'd all get even more excited. And if you weren't still standing, you stood up.
Yeah. He's here. Stand up.
So we didn't get
Aww.
to see a lot of Soto stuff. I mean, obviously we could see it, but it wasn't right in front of us. But was able to see them all doing their thing when we were at the Toronto show, because I had that further back experience.
Yeah.
But when I was VIP sitting closer, I could actually see the interactions were between the Gould, where they were like playing and having fun together,
Being
or
silly
with
together.
Papa.
Yeah.
Couldn't really see that like from further back.
Oh, that's nice getting
Aww.
those little bits. So, actually, talking about Papa, my next question is, what do you think of Papa 5? But obviously, he's your first Papa.
He's the only one that I really, well, I've gone back and looked at the other ones. I really like Cardi in all of his, you know, as Papa 4 and now as Frater. I love that character. But I love 5. And I really hope that we get to have 5 around for a while longer. I'm sad that he's gone so fast. And I hope that maybe in the future, you know, years from now when Ghost comes back, that like it's still Papa 5 as the front man. Because I don't feel like I don't need a new front man yet. Like we were just getting to know him, right?
Yeah, we don't know him yet, do we? We don't know him properly yet.
I hope that he gets more time to just be the front man, and that character gets more developed, and, you know, keep him around for a couple of years the way that Cardi got to stick around.
We hope so. Being Perpetua, we hope he is perpetual.
Yeah.
Well, and that half mask allowing him to sing and breathe.
Oh, it's huge.
Fantastic.
So much better.
Huge.
Yeah.
We were very, very lucky to have the Q&As that we were able to attend. It's still surreal. I mean, like, they're gonna come around for a year's anniversary soon, and it's on my brain still hasn't comprehended we did them. But at the London one, he was genuinely humbled and so grateful that everyone took to the new mask. Because technically he's the first Papa who's actually wearing a mask, because all the rest it wasn't a mask.
Right, or face paint, yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know any different. For me, I've only known him as a character that you can actually see him sing and express. And I love that. Like, that's because half the time he's like smirking or he's smiling or he's just, you know, like it just adds to the character and the character's kind of personality.
Yeah. Because I noticed it because I was so lucky to have been on one Impera show, like go to one Impera show, but I was further back. But like he was, you know, quite smiley, but you can't tell because obviously that doesn't move. You can just hear it in the way he was like saying things. But this one, I felt at Manchester, I really felt like he kept trying to hide his smile behind the microphone because he was just so aware. Literally, that first show, he spent the entire time grinning, and and you're thinking, oh, just smile, it's fine, we don't mind.
And then in the Umbra video, I noticed that's, to me at least, I think that's the first time you get to see him sing without a microphone in front of his face. So he's full on. You can just see his whole face, like the lower half of his face singing. And I was like, oh, this is even better.
Yeah. That one I think is the prettier one, Lacrima. You can see his face, but he's obviously got the staining.
I love Lacrima.
Lacrima, yes, he was going for like I'm scary and my teeth are yucky, and you know what I mean, that look.
And still wasn't scary. You still just you're so cute. Look at you, you're very scary. With it's like Copia with his bat wings. So scary.
Yes, so scary.
Go on now.
I've just worked out the goulettes as well. So when you're ready, I'll let you know who they are.
Go on.
So Laura Scarborough is Cirrus. She's the one.
Cirrus, that was it.
She's keyboards. Aurora is Liv Morale, and Gabriella Gunn is apparently Tempest.
Yeah, Tempest. Oh, yeah, there were a few names going around, but Tempest.
I like Tempest.
Yeah, Tempest. And then we've got the new boy, Storm.
Storm. Oh, I love him.
Yes, he was good.
I kind of wish we'd got to see him in Europe, but I am very, very happy that we got to see Swiss.
Yeah,
my Swissy.
Yeah, they were. It was good. It was very, very good.
It was, yeah, really good. So, going back to the conversation we were talking about Frater, and seeing as Frater is with us with G. What do you think we might see in the next chapters with our beloved sassy Frater, as it does say to be continued?
Yes, they do.
I hope that we find out what the heck is up with Judith. Like, what is going on with her? What is she trying to do? Is she trying to take down Frauder? Is she like, who do we like? Is V, is she working for V, or what's going on? Because I'd also
Mm.
like, I hope that Frauder's going to keep digging through those archives and releasing more music.
Yes, that would be good. I'd
That
quite
would be
like
good.
I would like a single of Sympathy for the Devil. Yes,
Yes,
please. Thank you very
please.
much.
I
Yes,
don't
please.
know about, I can't imagine at this point that we would get Papa Five in a chapter. I don't know if it will happen.
I don't know. They
Because,
said something about December, didn't they? This year,
yeah,
Yes.
when his calendar was meant to be free, because there was meant to be more dates. They were meant to tour for longer.
right. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's
Or is he
definitely
still
interesting.
having trouble with doors?
It's the nails.
It's the
It's the
nails.
nails.
The nails.
Yes.
Can't do a thing with them. Can't do a thing
No,
with them.
no.
Yeah.
Bless him.
You know. It depends whether Frata, behaves himself and decides actually it would be nice to meet him and he shouldn't be grumpy at the person who probably didn't have a choice about becoming.
No,
And
definitely not.
and I hope that maybe he gets better at being his, the imperator, and he just gets to stick around for a little while longer now that he's delegating,
Yes,
Yes,
yes.
and he's realized that he's like, the main poncho. So,
The name Poncho, I love that.
I love
Or
that.
are we just suddenly going to get a story of him on a yacht somewhere going, I've left, I'm done.
yeah,
Had enough.
I've
Yeah.
had
I
enough.
retired.
Oh gosh, yes. Actually, talking about being on a yacht, but traveling, therefore, where would you dream of seeing Ghost? Are you happy local, or would you like to travel to see them in another country? So you have traveled, so it's not.
Hmm. I would definitely have traveled other places in Canada if I could have made it. There was not enough time between the Montreal and the Toronto show that I felt comfortable that I could get to both. If I could have, I
Mm.
would have gone to as many Canadian dates as possible. But I would certainly love to see them over in the UK. Yeah, I would have gone over there. At this point, I wouldn't travel to the United States, but maybe, 4 or 5 years from now when Ghost is back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when it's all settled down a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. But oh yeah, if I could, yeah, I wouldn't mind traveling to see them.
Yes, I think they're worth
Yeah.
traveling. Nat and I always said we just want to have enough money to follow them around, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. And the traveling is always fun as well. I mean, we did one international, which was incredible.
That was so
And
Yeah.
fun.
and
That was an
Well, it was
extreme
so
day, though.
it was so good that you got to see them in Linköping. Like
Oh,
it's
unreal. I'm
a
so glad.
fantastic experience for you. You'll remember that forever.
yes,
We were so lucky.
definitely.
The whole day was just lovely. It was just, even with the drizzle.
And the cold.
And the
Yeah.
cold. It was so weird because I don't know in Fahrenheit, but let's just say earlier in the week it had been like 20, 22 degrees, and the day of the show it was 7 or 8. It was such a drop.
Mm.
We were like, we're so
Yeah.
cold. It's so cold.
And we certainly got our steps in that day, walking back and forth from the arena to the hotel and
Yes.
walking around Linköping and back to the arena and then back to the hotel and then back to the arena.
Oh, that I do
Yeah.
still say to this day, though, the weather helped us out with it not being so busy so early on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because the weather was rubbish, people came a bit later, which actually worked out. Worked out very well.
Worked out really well for us. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the weather
So
in Toronto was freezing. It was like sub-zero temperatures, snow everywhere. But we were dressed for it, and I just brought a bunch of reusable bags and shoved them in my pockets. And then when we got into the venue, I shoved all of our jackets in those and tied them off and shoved them under our seats.
that's a
Well
great
done.
idea.
So then, with your hats and scarf and gloves and all of that stuff, it was nice just not to have it around, and you could just get rid of it, and we didn't have to hold on to it. And then by the time we went to the Vancouver show, of course, it's temperature a lot milder out there. So we get out there and it's beautiful spring weather, and we don't have to have all the winter stuff on. So it's great.
Oh, that's so cool.
We got into the Saab arena and just literally started peeling layers off, tying them around our waists, and
Yeah.
it was
There's no bags. They have a no bag policy.
They have a no bag
in
policy in Sweden, so
Right.
yeah, just
You're going to tie it
Everything
on
came off.
yourself. That's it.
But literally
Everything
all
came off.
wedged around our heads, like loads of people with loads of jackets and layers going, I'm really warm now. It's not so
Yeah.
cold anymore.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah,
tights under the leggings. I'm so hot.
I was feeling bad for the people down in the pit. If I had known anybody, I would have been happy to keep their stuff for them under my seat or at my seat, because I'm sure it's hard down in the pit holding on to all your stuff and your merch. And yeah.
Well, this one tried to escape a few times out of my bag. I had a little, tote bag, and suddenly I was like, "What is this one on the? Oh my God, it's my no! Come back here, Frata!" It's like he was trying.
And that wasn't even your Frata, it was
It was
my
your
one.
one. We'd accidentally swapped, so we
We
swapped
managed to
back.
swap Fratas because we both bought ours in Manchester. So we were babysitting each other's Fratas
Well,
for the
yours trying
first
to
show.
do a Houdini on me.
Yeah, trying to keep track of all the bag policies at the different arenas or the different places too, because
Mad.
some of them are much smaller than others. Some you can't take in something more than a wallet size. Some that has to be clear. So yeah, it's you're always having to check the rules.
What one am I allowed to bring this time?
Yeah.
What bag can I take today? Yeah.
I think I spent most of my time with a tote bag, I think.
I think we did, yeah. I think we all shoving stuff wherever we could get it. So yeah. And so how long did you stay after the ritual? Like both like after the ritual itself, and then sort of did you hang out where it was? Like how long were you in because I know you traveled for one. How long were you there for after the show? Did you like stay for a couple of days and sightsee, or did you go straight home, or
I booked it so that we had a day to recover from just flying and just relax before the actual ritual. And then
plan.
we stayed a day after as well, because I didn't want to have to jump up and get on a plane. So we stayed for a day after and then flew out the next day. And same with Vancouver. It's such a long day of travel and a long flight. I definitely wanted to have that recovery day after the concert, because it's just you're so excited and there's just so much going on, and then hang out with friends, and then head home after that. And the actual
going
the actual nights of the ritual, the Toronto one, I waited at the end because we wanted to get some confetti because we were sat further back. And so my husband went down to try to grab me some confetti, and he was able to get me some of the gold mummy dust stuff. But then a security guard came up and she saw me sitting there, and she's like, "Hey, would you like some confetti?" And she had the whole handful of the colorful stuff from the cab, and she just shoved it in my purse. So then I gave her a bracelet. And then when we were leaving, there were some people. There's another girl that was she had this beautiful costume on, this beautiful dress, and I went over just to compliment her. And then she was giving out these beautiful keychains that she had made.
Oh wow!
With the crucifix, and so I was giving her a bracelet. So yeah, we got a chance to talk to a few people at the end when we left. And then for the Vancouver one, we were there for a really long time after, because where we were sat in VIP, of course, we got all the confetti and then the mummy dust, the mummy box. So somebody during the concert started just handing back a bunch of mummy dust to the box to people in this section.
Oh, that's amazing.
So we were just handing it out to everybody. And then when it was over, there was a lot of it that was hidden under the confetti. So my husband and my brother went down and started finding it, and we just started handing it out to people. I don't agree with charging people for it.
No, we're the same.
No, I don't.
You just it's to give everybody. You just give away your stuff, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And so there were people coming down trying to get some that were obviously sat further away. And I was sitting there just waiting. And a gentleman came over and handed me two of them. And just then a girl came down the stairs and she said, "Oh, do you have another one?" And he said, "No, sorry, that was my last one." So I just gave her one. And she was shocked that I would give her. I was like, of course, it's, we got to share it, right?
Exactly.
And then as my brother and husband were just kind of going around getting it, people kept coming down. So then they were all down there helping each other out,
I love
giving it away.
I met up with someone the day after a ritual to give them some mummy bucks because I hadn't been able to. It's so cool.
Yeah, and then I have some that I'm able to give my friend that we went to the original concert with in Toronto, who got me into the band. He's the one that introduced me to Ghost. there was a lady actually that came up, and she's just like, "Hi, friends. This is my first concert. I don't want this mummy buck. Do you want it?" And she gave it to him, and of course he gave it to me. So now I can repay the favor, and I can give him some, so he can have it for, if he wants to frame it. So
Oh,
yeah, it was.
Oh, I love all of that. We laminated some of ours, didn't we, Nat? I laminated.
yes. I used
Laminated.
mine as a bookmark.
And then my
Lovely.
brother had so much fun. We had gone to the merch stand earlier because of VIP. He had so much fun. He decided he had to go get more merch. So then we ended up in the merch line for quite a while at the Vancouver Ritual.
It lives in my 101 lives in my pocket. My lucky mummy bug.
nice.
Yeah, that one. And that's
That was
Yeah,
one
I
that
got
I
some here.
found.
Is that
I found this.
is that Linköping?
This was Birmingham. I found it in
Birmingham.
2 pieces.
Oh, I love it.
So yeah, so Geraldine very kindly laminated that one for me. That's been my bookmark ever since.
Oh, lovely. I love it. I'm going to start carrying some around with me because you never know when you're going to meet somebody like another ghost
Yeah,
fan.
exactly. And they
You
might
know,
like it. That's so cool. That'd be so
well, just this week I went to see the Megadeth concert. They just wrapped up their Canadian tour. They were out with Exodus and Anthrax. And I got in line. I was getting in line at the gate, and I could hear this. I was wearing a ghost shirt, and I could hear a girl say "ghost," and I looked around and I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Ghost," and I was like, "Oh, hi." And she
Hi.
held up her phone, and she had Papa on the back of her phone case. So I went over, and I was wearing my ghost bracelet, so I just gave her one, and she was all excited. And then we got to talking, and I was like,
Oh, that's so cool.
did you get a chance to see them in concert before? She's like, yeah, I saw them in Toronto. I said, oh, so did we. And I was like, it was our first ritual. And she's like, mine too. So you just never know, like, who you're going to run into. You're there for a completely different band. But so now I'm going to quite a few concerts this year. So I'm just going to keep bringing my ghost bracelets and my mummy bucks. And if I run into a ghost fan, I'll be able to give them out.
That is
No,
so
I think
cool.
that's great.
I'm just watching my camera. I think is dying, people. Am I
Oh,
glitching at
no.
your end? It's really sorry. I keep getting lines across it. I'm like, please don't die yet. Just hang out for me just a little bit longer.
We can get to the end of this episode and then you can die.
Yeah, please don't die before. Like, do you know what it might be? It's also I have a radiator, so I'm wondering. I'm gonna shovel this forward, whether it's making it a bit warm.
Could
Oh
be, could
God.
be.
It's not coping. It's not coping. Right, are you the next spin or is it me?
No,
Okay.
it's you.
It's me. So my next question is, did you get up for the early morning single drops? So
Were they even early morning for you?
were they even early morning for you? They were 5 a.m. for us, so
No, because I hadn't discovered ghosts by that point. Yeah, I only discovered who Ghost was probably it was last year after the Lacrima video had been released, and I only discovered them by accident because I went to listen to a podcast thinking it was about an interview with one of the actors from the show Ghosts.
oh, okay, yes.
And then turns out it was about some guy named Tobias Forge who I'd never heard of from a band I never heard of called Ghost. And I didn't listen to it, and I had mentioned it to our friends in Ottawa, and then they said, oh yeah, no, we're fans, we know who they are. And then that led to my friend, he started telling me about them and kind of introducing me to the lore. It was kind of confusing at first because there's a lot to take in, and I had never heard of them, so I had no idea what was going on. And I was like, what do you mean he wears a mask, and what is this about? And then so I learned a bit about them, and he showed me the Lacrima video, and I kind of just thought, okay, well, maybe I'll try them out at some point. But it wasn't until I turned 50 in August last year, and I kind of had a bit of I just got really nostalgic for the music that I grew up listening to in the 80s. And I loved, like, I was a headbanger. I loved all that stuff. And I just missed music too. So I started listening to Ghost. My song that got me into it was I watched the Fallon performance of Lacrima, and saw that, and then went back and listened to the podcast about Tobias, and then just started going through the songs. And then, but it was, yeah, I kind of just became a fan end of August into September last year, and fell pretty hard pretty fast because the minute that the tour was released, my husband quickly found out that I wasn't going to just one concert, I was going to two. And we were going across the country to see it. So yeah.
They
But
kind of get you like that. They do.
They
Like,
really do.
they
yeah,
get you very
yeah,
quickly. I mean, I
and
saw my first show within 5, 6 weeks of finding them. I was like, oh, hey, they're
yeah,
playing April.
it's
Time to go.
yeah, it's kind of like I knew that I was going to want to continue to be a fan and be involved, and
Mm.
my friends my friend has called it my metal renaissance. I'm um, someone might say midlife crisis, but I'm going with
I don't
metal
know.
renaissance.
Metal Renaissance. I like
I
that
like
bit better.
this. Yeah, this is
Yeah,
good. This is good.
yeah. But I'm
So,
loving. I'm going to so many concerts this year, and it's just brought music back into my life, and I love it.
Oh,
awesome. I love that.
it's
So,
so cool.
Yeah.
I mean, if Pep's the only one you've seen live, is he your favorite Pepper? Have you dived back in? Is there another one who's your favorite?
I would say that I really like Cardi. Yeah. I mean, I like Papa Five, but I think as far as like a character and just how funny and just silly and just everything about the character of Cardi, and then even when he's Papa Four and now when he's Fratter, I really like him. I really hope he doesn't go anywhere because I'm really enjoying him.
He's definitely. You'd never guess he's the one that I really like. It's very subtle.
Yeah.
He's my favorite.
Yeah.
I am definitely I'm a Cardinal Copia girl. He's always been my baby, but there is something about Perpetua as well.
Yes, definitely.
I like how they're twins too, because
Yes.
they have similar personalities, but they're different. But you can really love both of
He's
them. And
stealing all my moves.
yeah, yes, yeah.
That was my move. Yes, I love that one with the microphone throws. Be nice to each other, boys. Did you notice any moments where Papa broke character, like during the shows? Or did he genuinely, oh, good grief, Johnny, put your teeth in. Generally stay in character.
I think he pretty much stayed in character. Although I was surprised. I think it might have been the Vancouver show that he called Soto.
Mm.
And I didn't know that if he had done that before, if he normally would do that. Because when I was going back and looking up stuff from like
No.
Cornucopia era, like he would just call them ghoul, right? And yeah,
Cool.
Okay, so here we
yeah.
go.
Because
Cool.
he said like hit it Soto or something when he was about to start. I don't know if it was like Square Hammer or one of them.
Yeah.
But in general, he pretty much stayed in character. And it's funny because when you look at Copia, if somebody threw something up on stage like a bra, it looked like from what I've seen, he would just be like dancing with her and he would think that it was fun. But then with Papa Five, it just seems like he's like, who owns this? Who take this back?
Yeah, I don't want this.
And there was a bra and a thong thrown up on stage during the Vancouver Valentine's Day ritual. So he was very quick to who owns this? Take it back. If not, Richie gets to keep it.
Oh, bless Richie.
Yeah.
So Richie's thrilled.
And it's often followed by, this, I could trip over this, it's a tripping hazard kind of thing. So,
yeah.
But he did say nice underwear though.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. At least he was complimentary about it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Or, this is how a family gets extended.
Yeah.
God damn family.
Yeah.
Goddamn family gets extended.
Yeah.
Did Papa reference any parts of the lore or the canon during your shows?
No parts of the lore other than he would refer to like this is a song my dad used to sing when he would do the older ones. And then he did reference it's been 7 years since he was in Vancouver, I think. And then he said it was like 3.5 years or something since he'd been in Toronto. And then of course it's that, well, not me, but
Yeah.
because I wasn't there, like that kind of stuff. But he did say that he wants to come back more frequently, and he hopes to be able to do that in the future.
Good sign.
Yeah.
Oh, we love that.
Yeah,
we do. I am sorry. I am very aware of what my camera is doing. If anyone's watching this, it's having a moment. It's having a moment. Please don't die, technology. I need you. Sorry. Yes, no, we can hold on to hope. The fact he wants to come back and he's saying, I won't leave it so long this time. We hope, we know it's less than 7 years.
Yes, that would be nice.
Yeah. And he kept talking about 3.5 years not being that long of a time,
Yeah.
obviously referring to what's happening
Right.
in
Okay.
US,
What I'm
but
going to say is pause there for a second. I'm going to log on via my iPad and see if I can keep it recording. I have no idea how this is going to work, but my camera has now given up.
A few moments later.
And we're back on other technology with a camera that works. I have no idea what it sounds like though, so let's hope it like mixes quite well with what I've already created. Because I like extra editing. No, really, I do. It's so much fun.
This is where we drop in the SpongeBob meme. 20 minutes later.
It really is. Jesus, I was just watching my camera slowly die. Laptop, how could you do this to me? It's fine. It's all fine.
It's your spingy, I think.
It is. These are the last two spins. The last two because it's been over 45 minutes. Oh my goodness! I don't.
Wow.
Post just makes it easy to talk about, though. It really does.
Yeah.
Let me have a look. All right, sorry, it's trying to give me one I've already had. That's just rude of it, I think. There we go. Here we go. Have you ever met any of the band in real life? And if you haven't, who would you like to meet?
I've never been able to meet anyone in real life.
Yet.
Yet.
Yes.
I think it'd be really cool to meet Pear. You guys seem to have had wonderful interaction with him, and people seem to be, really happy when they meet him. He seems to be happy to meet fans.
Yeah. We were very lucky. He was very jovial. He was in a very good mood that day.
He was in a very good mood.
But I mean, any of the ghouls, obviously it would be wonderful to meet Tobias, but I think I wouldn't know what to say, so I'd probably just rather just appreciate him from afar.
Yeah, no, I've spoken about this. It'd either be verbal diarrhea or just
yeah. There's an SNL sketch with Chris Farley where he would interview people that he liked, and all he ended up doing was like, "Remember when you sang that song? That was really cool." And like that's how I feel I would be. Like, remember when you wrote that song? Like, I really like
really
it.
Cool.
I'm very surprised I actually managed to string a sentence together to say to Tobias when I was face to face with him. So I'm quite proud of myself.
Yeah. At least that wasn't at least you knew that the Q&A was going to happen. Even though we were still like, oh my God, he's real. He's a bit, oh my God. It wasn't a out in the wild moment. Gave you a little bit of a chance to, whereas I think in the wild, it'd just be like.
It was interesting this time around that there were no meet and greets.
Yeah, they stopped. I think on the Re-Impera, they stopped them.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they stopped meet and greet. I think it was getting too big. And I think he was probably exhausted.
Yeah.
I think if they did meet and greets, it'd have to be at separate times, the actual shows, because otherwise
it would probably be like the day before.
It'd be like ruining his voice, and it'd just be like too much.
Yeah, I think so.
I do get a little bit envious when I see people's photos of their meets and greets, especially with Copia. I'm like,
Grump-a-lump.
Yeah.
And so my last question, we're going to go out on a fun one and on a silly one. What plushie would you like to see next?
I think everyone deserves a Terzo. We need to get top of 3. The people that have been collecting these for years, it's strange that he hasn't made his appearance yet.
I don't know what you mean. The plushies are my downfall.
I'm not going to buy any merch at the Manchester show, said Geraldine. Natalie said to Geraldine, there's a Frata plushie. Where's the merch stand?
Right.
I think as we're not, it isn't allowed to swear. I think my actual words to you, Natalie, were, bollocks.
I think people would appreciate the little tiny ones too, because aren't there only a couple of these out right now?
There's just the two babies that are over. Can you see my babies there?
Just
my two babies. Yes.
Oh, look at the little one. He's so cute.
Oh, so cute and precious.
I love his little mask.
Is it hard? Is it plastic?
Yeah, it's a plastic mask that's sewn on.
Oh,
baby.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the one I drew. He's the
Yeah.
version I drew. He's the one I did as a chibi. Look at my nails. Check them out. Look, because my two, I went to a different band last night. I saw Powerwolf at time of filming, and my two little travel boys came with me in my bag. They came to see the band.
I think this is his lacrima outfit, I think.
Yes.
With his
Yes, it's matching outfit with Teeny.
Yeah, this one is kind of wearing like the hat from Peacefield, but then the outfit from later on in the show.
Yeah,
and he's got his.
That was more what he wore in a lot of the. There was a whole newspaper article. It didn't have the feather in it, but does it?
Right.
I don't think it's purple though. But he had the hat on with that outfit,
and he's got his little.
And I love how he has got his little kind of velvet shoes.
Yeah, he's got.
He's too cute.
Velveteen feet.
I must say,
good job on these.
They do, and the unofficial. The official and the unofficials are all. I think they realised. I mean, God, if he just sold a Terzo, he could actually. Oh, maybe that's why he's not doing it. If he sold a Terzo, he probably could retire.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
The minute that goes for sale, like they're going to crash the website.
Yep.
That's happened a few times with Ghost Things. They tried to do something on Spotify years ago and they crashed it. And then we've done other stuff. Beeps. They tried something on Beeps and crashed it. It's like, that's why they tested it, didn't they? They did that weird interview thing, and it was literally to test the capacity of Beeps. Because we do have a tendency to kill the websites.
We're a little bit excited.
Yeah, well, they probably left Rata up, like working out numbers, and he got distracted doing rock paper scissors instead. Yes. Oh my gosh, I don't want to end it. But actually, there's a lie. There is one more question that we ask everybody, the very important question. As if ghosts were watching this, or they could see this, what would you like to say to them?
Well, like everyone, thank you for the music, for the art, the songs, and then to Tobias, I just say congratulations. I'm so happy for him and that he's been able to do what he set out to do and keeps going. And I'm so happy that I get to be a part of it and love the fandom that has been created, with it. So.
Yeah. We're glad you're here too. I love how it connects everybody. I really, really
Definitely.
do. Yeah. It's a normal thing. It's like for myself, and I think Natalie too, it's just opened up our lives again. It's not just the band, it's not just the music, it's the everything. The everything else it adds, and it's all good stuff.
Well, we were at breakfast on the Toronto show at the hotel. We were sitting there. I was wearing a Go shirt. Family sat next to us. Out of nowhere, the mom was over. Oh, hope you got good seats tonight. And they were like, "Oh, you're going?" Her and her husband were going for the first time. Their son was bringing them.
Oh.
And then hours later, we go out to a pub for lunch. They're seating us. Who's there but the same mom with her family with more people? And she's like, "You're following us." And they're like, "No, we're besties." And then there's more ghost people. Fans came in during the lunch, and all of this fun stuff is happening, and we haven't even gotten to the venue. You're seeing people. When my brother was flying over, people were on the same flight going to the concert. He got to talk to them. When my friends were on the train from Ottawa to Toronto, somebody clocked my friend. He was wearing his Right Here, Right Now hoodie. They got to talking. They were going to the concert. It's just, there's so much more outside of just the band. You just have this huge community of, I've always had a real respect for fandoms because I've been part of them my whole life with movies and TV and stuff and going to conventions.
Same.
Born into Star Trek and Star Wars fandom because my parents love them.
Yeah.
I'm a
TNG girl.
Absolutely.
I'm a Star Wars fan.
I'm And I love Star Wars. I love
And
both.
Voyager.
Yeah.
I'm Voyager.
Oh, love Voyager. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Love it all. And so just having that shared joy and shared interest and love of something, it's so fun and it just brings everyone together.
Yes.
And it's so important. And, that's why I love your podcast because it's
Oh,
bringing all the
thank
fans
you.
together.
Try and connect.
Try.
It's so nice having that worldwide experience as well. It's not just like
Yeah.
within our little United Kingdom bit. It's like connecting with people. Eventually, when like the world settles down a little bit, now I've got some traveling to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we do.
Yeah.
The amount of places we've been invited to from around the world, people that we've spoken to or we've interviewed, and they've all just said, "Oh yeah, come over and we'll do this and we'll do that." And we're like, right, add that to the list.
Going around the world now, and if you get a chance, do go to a Ghouls Ball. Like they are fantastic.
Yes.
Yes.
If you want to save up and come to the UK, Ghost Con.
Well, I have had that in the back of my head. Haven't broken that news to my husband yet, but it's in the back of my head. I've written it down on the calendar
12th
what it is.
12th of September, Nottingham. Come see us. So much fun. It's silly and ridiculous and wonderful and what life should be about. Like so much fun. So much fun.
Definitely. Thank you so much for chatting to us. This has been awesome.
It's so great to talk to you. You both are so lovely.
Oh, thank you.
These are the pick-me-ups. These are the little threads of magic that we hope to keep sowing through the fandom as while he's on a break. I just think, to be perfectly honest, Impera would have been a similar length break between Prequel and Impera would have been a similar if it hadn't been for COVID, but he just didn't announce it. Whereas this time, I think he was trying to let everybody know, and I think it backfired a little bit.
Yes,
the man just wants to have a cup of coffee. Let him have a cup of coffee.
Yeah,
just look at some of those hobbies that he promised himself he'd do at some point.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, go see tribute bands if you want to hear ghost music.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there are some. Ghost UK, and they were phenomenal. So definitely do. And other bands like Ghost Adjacent Music.
Yeah,
you in some live music is just healing.
Yeah.
Seeing Powerwolf yesterday there was a lot of Ghost fans of that, but it's an amazing thing. So there's lots to do in the meantime. We don't worry. There's so much, and I guarantee. I've said this to a few people. I said I guarantee when they come back, I'll be like, "But you said you were going on a break. I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I'm not ready."
4 years, what you've been doing?
We need time to save up some money. You got to save up some money.
I still be like, I'm not ready. My wallet wasn't ready. You didn't tell us this. You said you were going on a break.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you so much for coming
on.
And if anyone else would like to come on the show, and I promise, not every time my camera will break, you can email us at talesfromtheskeletor@gmail.com. Otherwise, we'll see you all again soon. Bye!
Bye!
See you soon for more Skelly Tales. If you'd like to share your Skelly Tales on an episode, send an email to us on talesfromtheskeletor@gmail.com.